And the idea of breaking the plan, actually this is the next one, the idea of breaking the plan up into smaller segments is something that runs up against US court rules as well. And the case in point was actually a road construction case in the United States. Some idea here. Anyway, they wanted to build a major highway down the east coast of the United States, which has no doubt been built by now because the case came from the mid-70s. And rather than saying, okay, we're building this huge highway, we're going to do environmental impact assessment of that highway, they actually started building it sort of 2 kilometre stretches at a time, more or less the way that the freeway plan was implemented in Melbourne. And said, because the stretches of freeway were so much smaller, it meant that the scope of the environmental assessment for that stretch was so much narrower, and the range of alternatives for it that had to be assessed was also narrower. So rather than having a high-speed rail system up and down the east coast of the United States as an alternative, or looking at the cost of air transport or something like that, you're looking at whether they needed a local bus or something like that that could take the place of the freeway. And so the alternatives were never going to be assessed. So the US federal court struck that study down as an insufficient study for the purposes of the actual project involved.